Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with M60. You would not believe me, but last time I played with M60 back in 2021, like dedicated video for M60. Crazy how the time is flying, fellas. Overall, the tank is rated 4, which is a good vehicle. You can get this tank from the Bond store, and keep this in mind, fellas, the community ratings are the thing. We have over 133,000 votes. If you want to be part of all of this, all you need to do, you need to log in via our gaming API, and you can rate the tanks with which you have more than 50 battles, right? Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for being part of the index page. Also keep this in mind, fellas, that we have a new feature in the index, which is my recommendations from stock to top. And hopefully that will help for you, especially whenever we will have the new lines coming into the game. I will make sure to have them earlier on, before even the line will be in the game, so you can plan your actions and you can plan how to grind the stuff. All in all, what is M60? M60 is American tier 10 medium tank. And overall, this tank is very, very, very solid. Skill, what do you mean it is a solid tank? Well, listen. This tank is capable of slapping enemies left, right, and center, and that is very, very good. The gun handling of this tank is absolutely glorious. It truly is. The tank shape, though, not so much. You have a humongous cupola, which is not really nice, and this is not a really bueno, but hey, what can you do? You cannot have it all, right? Unfortunately, you cannot have it all. So, the trading features of this tank. Good gun handling, check. Gun depression, check. Humongous UFO cupola on top of the tank, check. 350 heat penetration, which is shredding literally every and each heavy tank in the game, check. So all in all, I think what is missing for perfection of this vehicle, I would say tiny touch more armor than we currently have. I think this is what this is the worst part of all of this, but hey, that's only me, right? That is only me. Okay, all we need to do here, we need to make sure that we are going to punish every and each paper tank, and we are booming. Also, one more thing which is super important to highlight, in my humble opinion, fellas, this vehicle is good and everything is fine with it, but this tank is really a hard tank to play with, right? I definitely need to highlight this. It is far away from being ideal, where the armor goes in, and in other words, what I'm trying to say that it is super duper hyper turbo easy to make a silly goose mistake with it, right? If you are going to get caught off guard, well, this is the situation whenever you are not going to enjoy yourself so much, right? And I think I definitely need to highlight this. Now, we are farming the Skoda and we are farming this Char Futur. We are not feeling bad whatsoever over there, and obviously we try to support the Conqueror as much as we physically could, but apparently we are mega idiots, so that is completely fine, fellas. You cannot expect support from the mega idiots, can you? Okay, no, Mr. Skoda, how to deal with you? Centurion, okay, excellent, very, very nice. Now we are going to go in. Char Futur is running for his life for obvious reasons. Skoda is trying to escape as well. I bet he haven't seen that one coming, and he haven't seen the Centurion, which is very, very, very nice. We cleared this side, and now we are chilling, and now we are... Whoa! Now we are chilling, and now we are booming. What do we need to do next? In my humble opinion, as a next thing, what we need to do in this game, we need to try to secure the base to the best of our abilities. Obviously, I believe I do not need to highlight this. This is not a victory, right? Unfortunately, our team is losing this 2-11. Not ideal map, not ideal situation, but that's what we have. Are we going to complain about this? Are we going to cry about this? Absolutely not, fellas. We have seen it all. We will try to do our best, and we will try to use our 350 hits here like there is no tomorrow. That's all we are going to do in this situation, and we are feeling completely fine with all of this. Fellas, not in every game you can be a winner. In fact, there is plenty of the games which are not going to be winnable, and that is completely fine. There is nothing wrong about this. You just simply can't win them all, and that is okay, fellas. That is okay. Everything is completely fine. Meanwhile, the question is, can we slap this Leo? Yes, we can. Beautiful, very, very nice. And in the best case scenario, I think what we can do, we can get one more shot. I can hear this art looking at me. Skill, how you can hear art looking at you? Fellas, you would be surprised what you can hear after a long time of playing World of Tanks, fellas. You would truly be surprised. That's okay. Look, those games will happen once in a while. The thing is, the hardest gameplay, in my opinion, where the M60 goes whenever you are getting maps like the Mountain Pass, right? This is pretty much fight face to face, and whenever you are going to be spotted, you are obviously going to take one for the team. And that is completely fine. Not a big surprise. This is why this tank isn't epic, right? This is why this tank is not somewhere even higher. Anyways, 4.9 thousand damage, a bit of assisting damage. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage. Yeah, where the team goes. Definitely not the finest team out there, but it's okay. It is how it is. Meanwhile, 55,000 profits. That's good. I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to remove anonymizer, so this is what I'm going to do. And nowadays, I play with anonymizer whenever I try hard to mark some tanks. Let's say there is... yesterday, I played for like 10 battles with a tier 8 Charlie Magne, or Charlie Main, as someone would call it. And I just simply cannot meet baboons in the game because this will lead to lose the damage, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyways, first game, not bad. Let's go. Oh my bananas, round number 2, mine standard battle, tier 8 matchmaking. This is looking very, very good for us. Okay, meanwhile, our 110. Why do I always be with a tier 10 rank? Yeah, I feel him. I feel him. Yesterday, it was a brutal day for me as well. Whenever I played with the tier 8s, it was quite a difficult situation, and it was annoying to be bottom tier. But you know what? Whenever you will grow up, you are going to be with a 5A, and then you are going to get pure tier 10 matchmaking. That is completely fine. Okay, how we are going to start the game? Mine standard battle, south spawn. What do we want to do? We want to quickly take this position over there. By taking this position, we should be able to slap the enemies without bigger problems whatsoever, and we should be able to punish them whenever they are crossing through the open field. As you can see, this E50 is thinking, oh, I made a good decision, and we are going to make sure that he's going to regret his life choices. In this situation, this guy is so messed up, it's not even funny. He won't enjoy this game, he won't have a great time, he is going to take one for the team, and that's it. One more thing, once again, I told you this before and I want to repeat it. This tank is crazy with a 350 hit penetration. 350 hits are shredding mouse or whatever else tank. Very first dancer. Very first dancer, fellas. There is only one way how we can do the things, and it is to dance back, you know. There is no other alternative option. And you see, fellas, first game I turned it off anonymizer and we have a dancer on the field, and that is completely fine, fellas. For me, it is a pleasure and honor to meet dancers, trust me. Okay, meanwhile, what do we want to do? We want to farm this IS-3. Armor is good enough to bounce once in a while tanks like IS-3. I do not feel bad about this. I do not feel any pressure whatsoever. All I need to do, I need to make sure that I am punishing the enemy forces whenever they are going to do something silly. And silly they will do, fellas. I can promise you that. Pay attention at the laser of the gun. What this tank has to offer, it is absolutely nuts and it is crazy in the most positive way, right? And it happened to be that enemies are making pressure over there. I can promise you that enemy team is going to get slapped by us. That's it. There is nothing what enemies can do over there apart complaining, crying, being disappointed with their performance and just simply feeding us. This is going to be an extremely good game for us, and all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to farm. This ELC is very, very cautious, which is completely fine. I do not really mind this, and I know that this gentleman... Oh, wait a second. look at the Vaza. Fellas, look at the Vaza. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him, both of us are happy. Well, I think I am a bit more happy than he is, although he put a good show and he put a good dance. You know what? I really want to check out, will this gentleman be a dancer? Sir? Sir? Fellas? You know what is the saddest part of all of this? His PP did not raised up, fellas. His PP did not raised up. Unfortunate, but that is the truth and that is the situation. All he could do, he could show the cha-cha-cha moves and that's about it, but no PP raise. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, all we need to do now, we need to make a hardcore pressure like this and just simply farm this guy. Once again, this tank is nice. And I can tell you one thing, I was looking into this tank for a very, very long time, very skeptically, you know. I did not felt like this vehicle is so beautiful, but I must admit, whenever I played with a Mouse Acrobat slapped me in the face and he said, "Skill, look at me. This tank is significantly better than you think. Just give it a go. Go a bit on the try-hard session. Try to figure out what you are doing wrong with the tank." And Mouse was 100% correct. I definitely lowballed this vehicle rating by quite a margin, and the tank is definitely better than I expected it. But that was years ago, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Either way, this tank is nice and this tank is beautiful. Also, kudos to Forever Slash and Forever Lucky. You see, I can tell you one thing. You cannot look into the every and each game seriously. Sometimes you need to dance, sometimes you need to have a great time, and sometimes you need to enjoy yourself, you know? And this is exactly what those two beautiful, magnificent mother truckers did right here. Meanwhile, 6.5 thousand damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage, solid ace wanker, a high caliber, 1.3 base experience or close to that. And we got ourselves 125,000 profits as well. That is nice and that is very much appreciated. Good, let's go for one more. Okay, beautiful. What do we have for the last game? We have Step Standard Battle. This is actually okay map. What we are going to do, we are going to start our battle from this typical position over there, or at least it's typical for me, because I really love to outspot guys going over there, right? Sometimes there is some guys who doesn't have that much camo trying to cross through the open field, and then we are slapping them, plus on top of that getting assisting damage. This is what I want to see. I'm aware of that I have a humongous cupola on top, okay? You do not need to tell me this. I am very, very, very well aware of that. I know I can get hit relatively easily here, I know. I'm aware of this, but it doesn't change the fact that we are politely waiting until someone will appear here and then we can slap the living crap out of them, right? This is exactly what we are looking for and this is exactly what we need. Very, very, very weird start. No one? You want to say no one is here? Okay, that is a weird one. What we can expect that enemies has, oh my bananas, what are you doing over there? By the way, I have quite a bit of the lags. I believe you can see that yourself. Recording is going fine. I'm just lagging. Well, it happens for the best of us. I'm not entirely sure. Is it a game server or is it my internet? Probably it was my internet. But now we are fine. We are back and everything is looking completely fine. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, how do we want to deal with all of this? We need to figure out what is the right way for us to make pressure here, okay? It is not the easiest thing to do and definitely not the easiest game to play. But I believe we are going to be successful and we are going to be very, very fine. So the first step for us is going to be to get into the position from where we can punish their sniper schnitzels. And I assume there is at least one gentleman sitting over there, right? I do not like it. I do not like this game. Not that many mistakes from the enemy side, unfortunately, which sucks, but I don't really think we can change something about this. In this situation, all I am doing, I am just being patient. I am aware of that our team is kind of winning this game easily. Well, not so easily. I mean, the score is kind of similar, right? Where the tanks goes, where the hit points goes. It's not a victory. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And if it is not a victory, there is no need for us to go like crazy mother truckers and push to the maximum. I just do not see how that would be beneficial and how we could get that much use without taking too much of the risk. So instead of doing that, I really want to sit like this and I want to punish every and each guy who is going to make some kind of silly goose mistake. This is the right play for us, right? It's okay, we got this step by step, little by little. Just trying to stay relatively safe and just trying to punish enemy forces. I am going for a blind shots to the typical positions where enemies may be, right? You never know whenever you are going to hit a blind shot, and if I do not really have anything else to do, I think blind shots can be absolutely glorious and the blind shots can be very, very good. Also in this situation, I have a feeling that we are hitting someone who is sitting over there, honestly. Whoever is sitting here, I think we are hitting him. So I will keep pushing for a blind shots, honestly. Unless this is a dead body up front, also could be possibility, right? Maybe. Okay, he relocated. Whoever was sitting there, he took couple for the team, that's for sure. Very, very nice. Okay, how about blind shot here? Once again, we have all time in the world of tanks. We are almighty sniper schnitzels. We are just trying to enjoy ourselves and we are just trying to do our best. Team is feeling a bit better. Our team slapped the pressure makers, right? The guys who thought they are going to go in front and slap literally every and each of us. That is very, very good. So that means we are feeling significantly more confident we did before. And that is okay. This is exactly what we are looking for. And this is exactly what we need. Let's go for another blind shot like this, shall we? Unfortunately, no blind shots for us. That's okay. The other step for me in this game would be to make pressure over there. But this is very, very, very risky stuff, okay? This is very risky stuff. Although, you know what? Believe me or not, I do not really mind. I kind of need to get involved at the moment. I kind of need to get involved. Beautiful, TVP is dead. I'm telling you, fellas, those blind shots are adding up after some time, you know? Yeah, sure, sometimes you are wasting your time and sometimes you are not able to get absolutely anything. And sometimes you are checking out your performance after the game and you are thinking, wait a second, I had 2000 damage dealt. How do I have 5000? Yeah, this is where the blind shots comes in handy, especially if you do not really have too much of the activity to do or you do not really know what to do in the game. Sometimes the best way to do the things is just simply to blind shot standard bushes or where enemies being spotted last time, right? You will be surprised that some games are going to treat you so well, it is crazy. Meanwhile, I do not really mind too much. I am ready to fight here and I am ready to slap the living crap out of the enemies. Yes, I'm very, very well aware of this TVP flanking us. I'm I'm feeling completely fine. Luckily, yeah, I do not really mind, to be completely honest with you. Even though he tracked me, I just don't care. I have so many hit points to spare. I am just simply saying, okay, take your clip, and after that we are going to have a conversation, you know? This is what I am saying at the moment. That's good, very, very nice. How about this Mr. Super Conqueror? Mr. Super Conqueror is sitting hold down over there. I don't really think I care that much, so I am just simply making a hardcore pressure like this. Good, we have a sniper schnitzels in the back who will make sure that they are going to slap the living crap out of him. That's nice. And all we need to do now, we need to get a couple of extra shots from this Mr. Object, right? Overall, ideal session. I felt like my brain was tiny touch farting in the very first game, right? But I think we finished everything very, very nicely, and I think we made this vehicle work. Now, please, keep this in mind that we have 3.8 thousand damage visible, right? 3.8 thousand damage visible. Let's see, did we hit some blind shots, or all of this talk about the blind shots was the illusion and I am a bit special? Because I like to be a bit special once in a while, you know? I like to be special once in a while. Let's see, what do we have? And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 3,900 visible, and in the end of the day we finish it absolutely, I'm so sorry for that. And in the end of the day, we finish it with a solid 6,000 damage and 1.2 thousand assisting damage. That is absolutely glorious. And we have 41,000 profits as well. Beautiful. Where this session goes, fellas, I think we killed it, and we played, wow. We played for 5.8 thousand average damage and 900 assisting damage. What can I say? It is my day, and I'm just slapping. Beautiful, fellas. Extremely, extremely good session. We made M60 work, and it is absolutely glorious tank. And for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.